All right, guys, you know what time it is. TOA reset is finally here. And I cleared it, okay? I cleared this TOA reset. Usually I would, show you guys some gameplay and, pretty much show you guys me clearing TOA, but I just went ahead and did it myself. It took me like 20 minutes. This TOA reset is really, really good. And what I mean by really good, you're really not punished for not getting Frolova, or if you're planning on, not getting Augusta, you can still breeze through this TOA reset. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the buffs here. Now, if you guys are wondering, what happened to, like the new TOA update that's going to release in 2.6, well, that's going to be, I think, when drops, because they are going to add 2 more floors in Hazard Tower. So the next reset is going to be the TOA update. But let's take a look at the buffs here. So you guys can see we have Havoc and Electro. That is pretty much going to be the main focus in Hazard Tower, the two elements. But once again, when it comes to TOA and WUWA, you're not required to use this like a specific element in order for you to clear TOA. You guys can see I easily breeze through this with Fusion Team. I'm gonna be real with y'all. When it comes to Fusion Team is absolutely busted, man. Lupa, she just changed everything for Fusion Team. But Fleur-de-Lis is finally added into this TOA. And I will say Fleur-de-Lis, she wasn't that bad. All right, she wasn't that bad. It was, decent amount of damage. But I find Morning Aches a lot more annoying than Fleur-de-Lis. All right. Maybe if like you don't kill Fleur-de-Lis immediately, then it's gonna be annoying for you. But for Morning Aches, if you don't have character that can pop shields for you, or if you're not healing fast enough, Morning Aches has like this one-shot attack, which is absolutely infuriating. So Morning Aches definitely annoying, but if you deal enough damage, you can easily obliterate Morning Aches. But when we take a look at the buffs here, so it says when Resonators cast intro skill, they gain a 30% heavy attack damage bonus, electro damage bonus, and havoc damage bonus. So obviously this is for Augusta. Frolova, her banner is already gone, so this is honestly really, really good for Camellia, right? If you have Camellia, if you have Frolova, you're gonna breeze through this TOA easily. And if you don't have those, Augusta isn't even in the game yet, but if you're not planning on getting Augusta, you can still easily breeze through this because we have Zhang who is for free, and you pretty much get like a electro damage bonus if you're using Zhang Liao. Cao pretty much buns, but once again, you can Zhang Liao, you can go ahead and use Fusion Team, you can use Camellia, Frolova. You have a lot of options. All right, you have a lot of options. I tried to use Cartethia in Hazard Tower. It was not working well. So I think if you're trying to use like a arrow team, the thing is, if you have Chacona, then maybe Cartethia can like clear this like S0 Cartethia. Maybe she can. But I was struggling with my Cartethia, so I just went ahead and used my Fusion instead. And the reason why is because of that arrow resistance, which is, not surprising. But middle tower, pretty simple. You guys can see Fleur-de-Lis, she's finally added into TOA. Fleur-de-Lis isn't really that bad. Her damage is decent, it's decent. I find Morning Aches a lot more annoying than Fleur-de-Lis. And the reason why is because he has this one-shot attack, and if you don't dodge it, if you don't have a shield, you're cooked. So Morning Aches, definitely annoying. But overall, Hazard Tower is pretty chill. When it comes to Resonant Tower and Echoing Tower, so you guys can see I went ahead and popped a Yang. What's her name again? Yang. Yeah, that's what I popped. Yang, Racha, and Jaja. These two characters together are literally dog shit. That just goes to show you when it comes to lower floors in TOA, you can just use whichever character you want. It really doesn't matter. And I went ahead and used Cartethia, Senwa, and Air Rover for level 4. And then for Echoing Tower, I use Mortefi and Racha, Mortefi and Contarella, and Cartethia again. I didn't even have to, use the fusion buff because for Echoing Tower, it says fusion damage bonus is by 25%. Dealing damage with intro skill causes a blast that deals 1500% damage, triggering once every 10 seconds. So I didn't even use this at all, man, and I easily breezed through this. So overall, man, this TOA is really simple, bro. It's a really chill TOA. And I think the reason why is because we are gonna have the TOA update when drops. So for this reset, it's like they're pretty much giving you the opportunity to just, I don't know, just go crazy. You choose whichever character you have on your account and just clear this shit. And when the next TOA drops, that's when we're gonna see what it's looking like for Wuthering Waves in-game content long term, because I am concerned when it comes to the 2 floors being added in Middle Tower. And once again, I'm not against a challenge, right? This is in-game content. I want a challenge, but at the same time, you do have to consume stamina in Tower of Adversity. So that's pretty much you summoning for more characters in order for you to not worry about this whole stamina system. You guys can see, like, I use these fusion characters, boom, they have 0 stamina. I can't use them again. So if I'm using like the strongest team for Middle Tower, what about the side towers, right? So that's what we really have to worry about. 2 floors, it depends, right? It depends. We're gonna have to see when they actually drop it. But yeah, this 2A reset is chill. It's chill. I have no issues with it at all. When it comes to the buffs, I think the buffs are fine. Nothing against the buffs. The fact that you get the heavy attack damage bonus, you can use Zani, right? You can use Zani. You have the spectral resistance, but I still think even though you have that spectral resistance, Zani might still go crazy against Fleur-de-Lis. When it comes to Morning Aches, maybe not, because this is a spectral boss. But you can probably use who's another 1.x character. Let me see here. Let me look at details. There we go. I mean, shit, Danjin Solo. I already can tell there's gonna be a lot of people spamming Danjin Solo in the comment section down below. You can probably use Encore. Like, you can use so many characters, man, for this reset, because it's just that flexible. Really, really flexible. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Are you guys struggling in this 2A reset, or are you easily breathing through this? If you're struggling in this reset, I'd recommend you to try out Fusion Team if you have Lupa. Fusion Team is really, really strong. Cartethia also very good. You can probably use Donnie. There's a lot of characters you can test out in this TOA reset. But that's pretty much my take on this. Chill reset. Not very predatory at all. Really, really chill. Hope you guys have a good one, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Adios.